They don't have to have been to uni, they don't have to have not been to uni. It's just that great opportunity to do it, and I mean it's free.
Yeah.
So,
Nothing to lose, but plenty to gain.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
That's a bit close. I just thought we'd reflect on our time this week. Yeah, who wants to start?
Sam, go on, go around in a circle.
What have you enjoyed the most, Sam?
Probably the first dairy farm where we went round.
Yeah.
Really good to see. I've got a dairy farm at home, so it's good to see how they do things over here and sort of look how they do things. It's absolutely completely different to how it is at home. So yeah.
And you're not messing about at home, are you? You got quite a few cattle on. And
yeah, just one or two. Yeah, a bit of stress on. So yeah.
A bit of contracting business and.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff going on at home. Yeah.
And has it been easy to get time away and do this course?
Yes, I'm quite lucky. I've got a very good team at home, some good people at home. So when people are away, we slot in quite well. And we're
Get it done.
Yeah, quite a good team. So yeah.
Yeah. What was your favourite then, Jake?
My favourite visit would probably be the cherry tree orchard, just as it's something to take back home and see on a different scale. But from the trip as a whole, I think it was really interesting to see the differences on how things work over here compared to home. And then we saw various different types of farms. We saw the best of the best. We saw some of the lower sort of scale farms. It was interesting to see, especially the cooperative farms. Like there's 60 owners in there, and they were renting land off 1,000 people, stuff like that. It was a different way of sort of thinking over here and how it works. And it's interesting to see how the past, from the Soviets, the Germans, how that has affected the agriculture and what's happening now.
Any unique things that you'd like to take back to your farm shop? Any products you've seen that you thought?
What was that weird berry we ate? That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what it was called. Sea buckthorn.
Sea buckthorn, yeah, the orange thing.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you've enjoyed your time, and you glad you put time into doing the course?
Yeah, 100%. No, it's been really beneficial. Not just the trip, but the other modules we do as well. So like the HR, the interviewing, all the sort of stages to take us through to where we are now. But no, really interesting. Yeah, really good.
Great. Right, on to the Yaz staff then. Lindsay, Holly, how have you found it? How's it been, Isabella? I'm terrible. I am.
I'll take offence.
I was going to say it'll offend Lindsay.
I've only known these guys for like, it feels like a couple of years now, but I get the names wrong all the time. I'm sorry. Right,
mate.
So, how's it been putting up with these guys and looking after us?
No pushing up required. It's been really interesting. It's the first trip I've done, whereas Holly went on the one to Germany last year. And for me, it's been, from a sort of step back, it's been really interesting seeing the consequences of history and how that's impacted on how they farm. You were talking about the cooperatives, and that's been really interesting. I think the favourite place that I went to was the smaller co-op on their second day, with the lady who led the team there, where they had the small shop. And they kind of had a bit of everything.
Yeah, because she was a woman and she was the boss of that massive cooperative, wasn't she?
Yeah, and that was really interesting because their milking parlour was 28 years old, and it was interesting hearing about that and how they'd got funding to replace that building, the parlour, everything, and then it fell through. So they're basically just trying to keep it together and applying for more funding. But there hasn't been anything that hasn't been interesting. It's been brilliant. Yeah. Yeah. Don't contradict me, Hal.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting that a lot of the produce here is being exported across the EU. So on the first cooperative, which was a fantastic setup, all their milk production, was going to Naples to produce mozzarella, which I thought was quite interesting. And the fruit farm that we saw yesterday as well, it's all being exported out to Germany, etc. So it's just a very different setup to what we've got at the moment. But it still doesn't quite feel like a level playing field either. So I think, like, even though Slovakia is part of the EU, it's still needs a lot of support to get to that level of the rest of the EU countries.
Yeah.
Right, now, Joe, it's your turn, Joe, now.
Right, so I can spin it round this way. So I thought it was interesting how, going back to your points there, the farmers were quite frustrated by the fact that they were producing food, and in the past they'd produced food for the country as a whole, hadn't they? They'd not been exporting anything, and now they're like importing chicken from Brazil and producing it and sending it out to Poland. And the guy that was sort of doing the cherries, he was getting £2 or £3 a kilo, I think it was, in Slovakia, but if you sent it over to Belgium, it was getting like 8 or 9. And it's, we've got this sort of like interconnected world where everybody trades with one another, but why do we send stuff half the way across the ocean to when we're producing it at home?
It's quite interesting though, isn't it, that those, because I think, we're all a bit the same. You're sort of in your own environment, and there's a tendency to think that it's just you who's dealing with that, and then you come somewhere like this and there are so many like shared experiences and shared frustrations and shared positives. I think there's quite a big reassurance that actually everyone the world over is kind of going through not the same stuff but similar like pressures pushing and pulling.
The weather, really wet year. We've had a really dry one. Yeah.
I'm interested to know from you guys, what would be maybe your sort of like top takeaway from the Goodall programme? Why would you recommend to someone that they should do it?
I think if the basic thing of it is networking. The people I've met, so Sam, for example, didn't really know him a year ago, but now so quite close as mates, and well, very close. It's been a really interesting. So I've already got a degree in agriculture and business, so I've touched on a lot of the subjects that we've gone over already at uni. But to just sort of expand on it and refresh myself on it, it's been really beneficial to me. I think this trip in itself is worth doing the Goodall scheme for as well.
I think for me, I never got the opportunity to go to uni through my own choices. It's sort of the financial things were a bit like a big can't think of the word, a big draw to the pathway.
Or the part of the course.
The financial aspects and sort of the things like that, like getting to know yourself better, and then through the course itself, I'm in a group of people. I'm normally a quiet one, where this group of people seems to be quite a quiet group, and together we've brought out the best in each other, which I think has been a real positive. I think everybody on the course has sort of took a step forward in their own personal development while being on the course, and sort of come out of their own shells a little bit, and it's been quite nice to say this trip has been quite good for that, and we've had a good time.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, I've come into this as a bit of an outsider, because obviously I'd not met, maybe met Jake before in the past, but I'd not met a lot of the people that were on the course, and I've seen as a group you become a lot more comfortable with each other throughout this trip that we've had. On the first day, like, everyone's sort of a bit more reserved, and then to sort of yesterday everyone's just laughing, joking, and really getting on. And I think having that network of people in a WhatsApp group or whatever it is, for you guys in the future then to be able to ask questions, and maybe you're not asking questions of your neighbour next door, you're asking questions of that person that you've met and you've gelled with.
I think as an industry that's really important to sort of have the network. If you've got ideas that you're throwing around, and it's good to know somebody that's either doing that or has done that before, to get the ideas off them, and vice versa. If somebody wants to know some information, that maybe ring you up and you might have the answers or the know-how how to do that and help them along the way as well. So I think that's really important as an industry, helping each other grow and push on and do well.
Yeah, good.
I think the other thing is that it's really interesting because we don't, as a society, we don't kind of push the peer network and personal development maybe as much as the more kind of structured learning. But last year's group, I think that was their biggest takeaway from it as well, was the fact that they were one of 12 people, so they've got this trusted network, and that, I think the plan is for that to grow year on year, and it'll act as a sort of informal mentorship as well, so that if you think, oh, actually I might be interested in doing this, and you can put something out on the WhatsApp group or however we choose to structure it to say, has anyone been looking at, when Jacob decides to start growing sea buckthorn, and in 5 years' time someone else says, oh, I need to do that, then so I think, and I think that's the kind of long-term benefit of it for the programme. So it's interesting to hear you guys say that, because that's, I think, how we've felt that it's delivered benefit. But it's encouraging to hear that we're not just second guessing wrong.
And it's been really a real joy to see everybody develop and be inspired on this trip as well, which I think is fantastic, because every single one of this group has been a brilliant person to
get
be
on
with,
hang out with.
a real joy.
Yeah, I found that too. But I suppose what we ought to say is that anyone who's interested in farming can apply to come on this course, can't they?
Applications close on the 30th of November, though, so you don't have time.
You've not got much time
Not
at
much
all.
time left,
At all. So if you even think as an inkling that you might want to come on one of these trips, get your application in really, really soon. And if you don't get in this year, there's always next year.
And just the small print caveat is that the trips go to different places each year. So don't apply thinking you're coming to Slovakia, because you may go somewhere else within Europe.
Oh, I thought you were going to say America, and I was like, I might join up right now.
I'm going to come back next year. I'm all in for Canada.
No, fantastic. Thank you very much for chatting with us anyway, guys.
No bother.
Yeah, right, we'll get on with the rest of our day. Right, so earlier, or maybe even in another video, we did a bit of a talk around what people have enjoyed the most about the course that they've been doing, and what was the favourite thing that they saw at the trip. And everyone's backing away from me right now, but Lucy's not. So, what was your favourite, Lucy?
So on this trip, I think it was the first farm that we went to. You could just tell that the guy had so much passion, and it was just really interesting to see. But then also yesterday, when we went to the big arable farm that also did the sort of education stuff.
Yeah, the outreach bit.
That was really interesting, especially the bit where he said where sort of every week during the sort of summer months, I think it was, they slaughter a pig, show the people of the local community how it's done, and then they can actually have the chance to buy the produce and see and know where it's come from. I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah, it was really community orientated, and it had all smokers there, didn't it, at the back?
It was brilliant to see.
Yeah, you could imagine it being a great experience. With the course, how have you found it? Would you recommend it to anyone, or?
Yeah, definitely recommend it to people. So I've come from a slightly more corporate background in terms of working alongside farming. So I had done some of the stuff before in terms of working out what personality types you are. I'd done that before, but having it in a farming context and getting to know the people that we've been together, we've all come from almost totally different areas of life, and it's been definitely
You've all
worthwhile.
Turned into a little network now on the WhatsApp, and everyone seems to know each other. And
yeah, definitely. The networking is great, and just to see how people do things differently and what they actually do, and
bounce ideas off each other.
Exactly, opportunities to either network together and collaborate or look at diversification as well. So really good.
I'm feeling like everyone's disappeared. Has everyone got in a taxi, or are we the last ones here? We are the last ones here, aren't we? Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, and we'll get a few of the others on film in a minute.
Great.
We'll throw them under the bus and
Of
get
course,
them.
of course.
Cheers,
We'd
Lucy.
love to.
Hello, everyone. So, we're at the end of our trip in Slovakia, Bratislava Airport. I have the Mentos microphone, and we're going to go around everyone, find out what's the best thing about the trip that they've had here. Chad is he's laughing his head off. So you've just nominated yourself, Chad, for the first best of Slovakia.
I think for me it's been travelling around all the different farms, seeing different practices and how similar but different it is to the UK.
Yep. And what would you take away from the whole course? What was your best bits with that? And would you recommend it?
What, over this week or
Over the
course?
whole year that you've been doing it?
I think the whole year it's getting together with people that you might not necessarily speak to ordinarily, and learning from them, learning what their businesses are, and just networking in general. It's been absolutely brilliant for that.
Great, brilliant, thank you.
All right.
The Mentos mic now goes on to Brian. What have we learnt, Brian, while we've been away?
It's been really interesting seeing the different ends of the spectrum, from the wealthy cooperative farms to the individually owned farms, how they have different practices but all doing a similar role.
What have you took away from the course? What's been your favourite module or the thing that you felt you've learnt the most in?
I've enjoyed communicating with others. It's broadened my perception of the industry because everyone's from a slightly different background.
Yep.
So there's been many different strategies and ways shared during the different modules.
I've heard loads of conversations between yourself and other people just asking questions about how they do things on their farm and sort of things that you can pick up maybe along the way.
Everyone's really gelled and really supportive of each other.
Yeah, so do you think that, well, I'm maybe putting words into your mouth here, but do you think it'll be a network that you'll continue engaging as a group?
I hope so, because we've built quite a strong bond as a team and all get on really well.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, thanks for talking to us. Do you like the Mentos mic?
I love the Mentos mic.
It's fresh. Keeps you fresh.
Fresh as.
Right, the Mentos mic is now going roving into the next set. We could have done with a big circle, really, of people. But you just don't get that in an airport, do you?
Don't forget Lindsay.
Oh yeah, Lindsay. Yup. We're going to get Lindsay at the end. She's going to round up all up at the end and tell you how you could get involved in it. Right. Okay. Now we're on to Ashton.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
What have you enjoyed the most while you've been away?
Oh, I've enjoyed the hospitality from everywhere we've gone. They've fed us. They've been so nice. Give us just the understanding of each place. It's been brilliant, and the stories we've all told and the bonding of each other. I've enjoyed that. Never thought we'd bond as much. On the first day, we didn't know each other. To this day, it's been brilliant.
Yeah, I'm going to say I've noticed as we've been throughout the trip, I've come as a total outsider, how much everyone from the first day to the last now, we're all just around, chatting away, telling stories and sharing experiences. How have you enjoyed the modules throughout the year? Is there any one particular one that you liked the best? Or?
Yeah, so each module I've been to, I've thought of an idea, took it to work, and just shared my knowledge and new knowledge to work.
Yeah.
The one I felt like I enjoyed the most was Farmer Copley's.
Okay.
It was a sense of how could I bring all that sort of farm shop, what everyone loves, to my work. So yeah, and the sort of table, the farm table to the whole
process.
Yeah,
like,
people love local food, and that's where I wanted to go. Yeah. Enjoyed that the most.
And there has been lots of talk of that throughout the trip. The farmers wanting to produce local food for the local population. Right, anyway, we're on to Matt. I feel like a proper interviewer here. You've got the Mentos mic, mate. We ought to be sponsored by these, didn't we? What have you enjoyed the most then, Martin?
On this trip, I think the contrast. We've seen like the real cutting edge of dairy farms, but also maybe what you expected to see. Some farms that were much more like you'd see how they've been built over time and just using what they had to make the best of it.
Yeah, like in that beef farm when they had the sort of the roller thing that was going down, very much like old tech.
Looked a lot of hard work, didn't it? Yeah. Filling that thing up and rolling it down to the troughs each time.
Yeah. But have you enjoyed the course as a whole? Would you recommend it?
Yeah, it's been great. Meeting a group of farmers from across Yorkshire with different backgrounds. It's farming isn't just one thing, is it? It's really diverse, and we as a group show that.
Yeah.
So it's been really great to meet people in all the different situations.
We've got the tannoy going over here, so I think we'll pause it and we'll reconvene here. Thought about that really doing an interview in the airport, but no, I've learnt a lot from you. To be fair, Martin, with your tech background, and we've both done some stuff with
you've done
Agri-Development and GPS, and you've
exactly.
done
we've both done that in the past. And
hands-free hectare here at where was that? Well, what
was it? Harper Adams.
Half of that was it.
Yeah.
So
nearly 10 years ago now. Seems a long time ago.
Jeez, yeah. Don't say that. It's been longer since I were at uni. Right, I'm going to go and prey on somebody else. Thank you very much. Right, Alice, I've not got you yet, have I, eh?
No.
Brilliant, right. So, the Mentos mic goes to Alice, who, you're not a farmer.
No, I work in research. So I work for a startup company trying to develop new modes of actions of herbicides. So I manage glasshouse trials.
Yeah, so very, very different. And how much have you learned from being here with a group of a range of different people, I suppose. Some farmers, some not farming. Has it been an interesting course to be part of?
Yeah, it has. Like, I have come from very much a research background in all crops, so like crop breeding and then now chemicals. So I don't know anything about livestock. So it's been really cool, like hearing what other people do, like organic dairy farming, pigs, that sort of thing. And then on this trip, it's been really good seeing it in action.
Yeah. Now, I've really liked hearing about some of your research, which people could probably, if we find a link, we'll put a link in the description to that, because I'm not sure how much you can say about it, but what you were telling us was very, very interesting. So, how have you enjoyed the course as a whole? Is there any module that you've liked the best, or?
Yeah, so I think I've taken, maybe very different things to other people from all the different modules. So the first one we had was about working within a team, and I managed a team of people. So it's all about basically how different people think differently, talk differently, take feedback and instructions differently as well. And that's really, really useful from a management point of view.
Mm-hmm. And what was your favourite place on the trip that we've been on here in Slovakia?
I would say seeing the sea buckthorn business, because it was just completely different. We don't have anything like that at home. It was local as well, and we saw everything in one unit, and we could see how she did it.
She was very passionate, that lady, as well. Orange, her mixers were orange, everything was orange.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah.
But it was interesting stuff, and full of vitamin C, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's very good for you.
Yeah. So, no, thank you very much for talking to us. We will prey on somebody else now. Okay. Sorry, I've already preyed on these two. But
taxi. I've got something to do.
Yeah. So, what were your favourite parts of the trip then, ladies?
Oh, now you put me on the spot. The food. Very much enjoyed the food. Yeah, we've eaten very well.
I had a goat's cheese dumpling with bacon earlier today.
Did you?
Yeah, but the dumplings are really, really small. It's a bit like a porridge in a way. It was bizarre.
Dumpling. I'm not sure you're selling this.
Yeah. Do you like Mentos?
I do.
Yeah.
So hashtag this is not an ad.
Yeah.
Yes, no. I think every bit's been really good. It was really interesting to go to the one where they had horses as well, so that was a bit more of a diversification, which is probably not. I'm probably quite interested in that kind of side of things, but the first farm with the dairy was really good as well. But they have all been really good and really different, which has been
Yeah, it was a good start, that first one, wasn't it? Like
Yeah, definitely.
the size of it, and the guy was he was very welcoming and
Yeah.
looked after us. Yeah.
I think you can say that about everyone that we've met though, like their hospitality and just passion about what their various bits and how they want to engage with us. And I think, we've obviously taken that as a sort of just, from our side, we've been really engaging as well and just loved asking them all sorts of questions, and they've been so happy to answer them. So
And they've been quite interested to find about us as well and what we're doing and the reason that we've come from England to look at their farm in Slovakia, and I think we've probably taught them a few things as well, maybe.
at least the comparisons as to how we do stuff, and they've genuinely been interested to find it out, haven't they? So
yeah.
See whether they're doing the same stuff or different types of things. But
So would you recommend doing the Goodall Pathway?
walk.
Yeah, sorry. I've probably not caught it's probably would you recommend the Goodall Agricultural Development Pathway? That's the full it's a long name to say. Would you recommend it?
In short, yes.
Brilliant.
Also, yes.
That's good. Great. I'll go and pick on Lindsay now, I think. Have I missed anyone? Right. If I've missed anyone, we're going to pick on them, and then we're going to pick on Lindsay. Lindsay, it's now your turn.
Oh, do I get the Mentos mic?
You get the Mentos mic.
Thank
Not
you.
sponsored by Mentos at all, but the Agricultural Society would like it if they did.
Yeah. Do you want me to do some karaoke like you did, Joe?
Some karaoke?
Shall I do some karaoke?
It's been a very enjoyable trip.
glad
Maybe
you've
not
enjoyed
at that point where I was singing karaoke was that part enjoyable for other people that were listening. But no, I've really enjoyed it. How have you found it?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been a really good, informative trip, I think. Everyone seems to have had a good time, and
I think everyone's taking something home from it as well, that other farmers face difficulties as much as we do, and we get frustrated in England about different things, and people in Slovakia get frustrated as well.
It was interesting to see some of the similarities of struggles, especially around labour and seeing how they have that same struggle to keep people in the industry the same as we do.
Yeah, and getting young people in and stuff like that, which is what the Goodall Pathway does, I suppose, doesn't it? It encourages that.
It's to try and keep the people here that we've got in agriculture, to try and sort of broaden their horizons and give them the skills and the experience that they need to take their businesses forward.
Yeah, and develop their career, I suppose.
Yeah,
in
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And obviously we've got a range of modules that do that, and this final trip has got sort of multi-purposes, sort of that broadening the horizons, but also to give them that time away from the farm, which a lot of people comment is really an unexpected benefit of it, is that it's not a holiday, we see a lot of stuff, but that space that you get with a group of like-minded people to really think about your business at home is a really sometimes an undervalued element of it.
Oh, I think it is. I think you can go to a course and you learn things and you remember stuff maybe for a lifetime, but the people that you meet on these courses, you can then keep going back to them, I suppose, like a mentor in a lot of ways, but you're from your own peers, I suppose, in that group.
Yeah, I think having there's a lot of trust that's built up over the course of the programme, so not just at the trip, but throughout the 8 modules that they see each other. There's a lot of trust there and the people on the course, I think, realise that they've got other people that are in a similar situation. I mean, they're not all the same. In this cohort, we've got a dairy farmer, we've got a hill farmer, we've got a researcher. They're completely different, but having some people that they know are in a similar situation, and that they can just bring up for advice, for a chat, however they want to kind of handle it. Having that group there as an extra support system is really valuable.
Yeah. So how do people get involved with Goodall?
So we're open for applications now for next year's group. The programme starts in March.
Okay.
but we ask for, it's a short application form, and that comes in, we review it in the office, then we have we call it an interview, but I don't want to we don't want to scare people off with that. So you come in, meet with me and Rob, one of our supporters at the society. It's more of a casual chat, really, to understand where you're at in your career, what you want to achieve from things, and really to get a feel for that person and how we've kind of find a group that fits well together. So that's the kind of application process, and we offer a space with the dates if somebody was successful. It starts in March with an overnight trip. We do at the showground, so the first module happens up there. We do one day, then we do an overnight with a meal. Gives everyone that chance to get together socially and get to know each other. And then the second day, and then it's monthly from there with a couple of breaks in between. And we do another overnight module in the course as well, our farm administration one, that's 2 days, and then we come on the trip at the end. So and then it culminates, so next year this group will come and have their presentation at the Great Yorkshire Show.
So they'll be meeting up again at the Great Yorkshire Show.
So they come to the show, and they'll also meet next year's cohort at the show.
Good. Yeah, that's
good. Yeah, we did that this time with last year's group. So this year's group got to meet last year's group. So there's that alumni feeling as well, and a chance for them to meet not just the people in their group, but the people that have done the course.
We've got killed by the tannoy again, haven't we? It's okay, it's gone.
It's only a short one.
So I believe that the group from last year are meeting back up again as well, aren't they?
Yes, yeah. So we're actually going on a trip in December. So that's an alumni trip up to Scotland. So that's just a 2-day one. We were successful in securing some external funding for that, because typically the programme is funded by a legacy in the year that it happens, but it doesn't extend into our alumni. So the societies, we're always looking for ways in which we can bring the groups back together, just because we see that value in them continuing to connect. So yeah, we're on a study trip up to Scotland in December. So yeah,
it's great. Well, I think it's been a great trip. Personally, I've really enjoyed it. I feel like I've took a lot from it and learnt a lot of new things. I love machinery, so like coming here and seeing like all the different like Soviet era old machinery and some of the newer stuff. I mean, they're using a lot of John Deeres and things like that. Was really what I was loving when I'm looking round. But also like the way that they were fattening bulls, and we don't fatten bulls in the UK. It's more like bullocks, and it's just because they've got a different market to fulfil. So I've really enjoyed my time. But what I will do is I'll put a link in the description, so then people can get straight through to
absolutely,
to find out more about the Goodall
and
process.
I think it's great if any of your followers can have a think about the people, like even if it's not for them, or if they're not in the age group for it or that kind of thing, that if they think about maybe they have a son, a daughter, a niece, a nephew, or somebody in their somewhere in their network, and that they don't have to have been to uni, they don't have to have not been to uni. It's really an open book in terms of engagement on it, and it's just that great opportunity to do it. And I mean, it's free. So which what else can we say?
Nothing to lose, but plenty to gain.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Bye guys. Bye.